Have you ever imagined walking into work and realizing that your job no longer revolves around files, calculators, or routine checks? What if the numbers are already calculated, fraud is already flagged, reports are already updated, and your real job is deciding what all of it means? Picture a finance professional who carries dashboards instead of folders, who doesn't hunt for errors because AI screens every transaction in real time, who doesn't just explain the past but predicts what comes next. Are they still just an accountant, or have they become something far more powerful? This is the Learning Studio, and today you're looking at the real future of accounting and finance, not as a subject, but as a profession that is quietly transforming into one of the most strategic roles in the modern economy. Not long ago, accounting was about recording history, manual bookkeeping, physical audits, compliance paperwork, ticking boxes. Accuracy mattered, but speed was slow and insight was limited. Then technology entered. ERP systems replaced ledgers, cloud platforms replaced filing cabinets, analytics replaced static reports. That alone changed everything. But what's coming next goes even further. Finance professionals are no longer expected to just report what happened. They're expected to explain why it happened, predict what will happen next, and advise how the business should respond. The role is shifting from record keeper to decision maker, from compliance worker to strategic leader. To survive and thrive in this future, one thing becomes clear. Technical knowledge alone is not enough. Software is now the calculator. Systems handle posting, matching, reconciliation, and even anomaly detection. That means future finance professionals must understand the tools that run the system. Cloud accounting platforms, ERP software, analytics dashboards, automation tools, basic coding logic, AI-assisted workflows, blockchain concepts, and cybersecurity awareness. Accounting combined with technology is no longer optional, it's the baseline. But tools don't replace thinking. The real edge comes from analytical and strategic ability, interpreting financial data, connecting numbers to business reality, forecasting outcomes, evaluating risk, valuing businesses, planning capital, and advising leadership. These are human responsibilities. The future accountant isn't someone who processes numbers. It's someone who interprets them and turns them into decisions. And as power increases, so does responsibility. In a digital world where algorithms influence credit approvals, investments, audits, and compliance, ethics becomes non-negotiable. Understanding governance, regulation, ESG expectations, sustainability reporting, and ethical use of AI is no longer a soft topic. Trust is now a professional skill. Without ethics, speed becomes dangerous and automation becomes harmful. Yet even with all this technology, one truth remains. AI handles data, humans handle judgment. Machines don't lead teams, manage uncertainty, communicate strategy, resolve conflicts, or take accountability when decisions go wrong. That's why the skills AI cannot replace: communication, problem solving, creativity, leadership, adaptability, and continuous learning become more valuable, not less. Whether you aim to become an auditor, CFO, investment analyst, data-driven finance specialist, fintech professional, or entrepreneur, the future doesn't want a narrow specialist. It wants a blended professional, someone who understands numbers, technology, ethics, and people at the same time. And this is where your journey really begins. What you've learned so far is not content, it's a foundation. From here, the path expands into deeper accounting mastery, financial modeling, ESG and sustainability, AI-driven finance, taxation, auditing, valuation, fintech, blockchain, and corporate strategy. This isn't a syllabus, it's a career evolution. If you're studying accounting and finance, you're not preparing for a job that already exists. You're preparing for leadership in a financial world that is still being built. The accountant of the future is not replaced by AI. They work with it, they question it, they guide it, and they lead the systems that others rely on. This marks the end of part 1 of your accounting and finance journey with the Learning Studio, but it's only the beginning of what's coming next. Part 2 will move into practical tools, real-world applications, and hands-on problem solving. And alongside it, entirely new learning worlds are opening, including pharmacy and civil engineering, because understanding the future means understanding how all disciplines connect. Stay curious, stay ethical, stay future ready, because the future of finance won't wait, and now, neither will you.